So, hi, Lisa Bunnage at Bratbusters, and we're two parenting coaches, and we're going to be discussing the #1 parenting skill, which we have not discussed beforehand, so this could get really ugly. Could be a real brawl here. Okay, and
and I'm Barb Desmarais from theparentingcoach.com.
Okay, so the #1 parenting skill. So you go first.
Okay, so this is what I've come up with. I've realized that this is the #1 priority in becoming a great parent, and this is from my years and years and years, 28 years of being a parent and nearly 25 years of working with parents, 10 years of coaching, that I've realized what is paramount to being a great parent. And when I say being a great parent, being as patient as you want to be, being as loving as you want to be, being as fair, loving your kids in a way where they feel loved. And that is looking after you, looking after the parent. I mean, everybody, I know this for myself. The more I look after myself, the more I nurture the person that I am, the better I am for the people who mean the most to me. Oh, you can know all sorts of different parenting methods and all sorts of different tools, but if you're not right in yourself, if you're frustrated, if you're walking around feeling resentful, if you're feeling like something's missing and you're not looking after you, none of those things mean anything. So I think #1 is look after yourself and know that the life you're living is role modeling to your kids. Our kids learn more by watching and being in our home and watching how we all live our lives rather than what we're telling them. So that's my #1.
It's funny, I laughed when you said that because I thought I must be a really bad mother because I'm lousy at looking after myself.
No, you're not.
So
No,
I guess not. I'm getting better at it now. But yeah, I never really got that. I probably am better at that now. But I agree, that's super important. But I certainly was not good at it when they were little. I was racing around, always fussing over them all the time. But I guess in a way that was my joy anyway. You know, maybe that's what I did love. I loved cleaning and looking after the kids and doing all that homey stuff. I was a stay-at-home mom. So maybe in a way that was looking after me. But I never think of myself as being very good at that. Maybe I was. Okay, my #1 parenting skill is listening. And listening to your kids. And listening to understand, not listening to gather information to lecture with. So in other words, if your teenager especially is telling you, a lot of parents say this, they say, oh, I listen all the time, but then they follow it up with a lecture. Okay, thanks for telling me that, but, and then they're not going to talk to you. So if you get really good at listening to understand where they're coming from and really watch it, especially when they're teenagers, watch the lecturing, then that will, I guarantee they'll talk to you a lot more and you'll learn a lot more, and you may learn something about yourself too. Because I say that I learned more from parenting than anything else. I had no idea I was like I am until my kids became teenagers and told me. So
very true.
It's so true, isn't it?
Yeah.
They tell you every flaw, every wart, because they know them all. They've been watching you for all their lives.
Well, and you see yourself in your kids. You'll watch them. And you think, oh my God,
geez, that's just like me.
That looks like me.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And you go, oh, geez. Oh, you're vile. Oh, and they go, I'm just like you. Oh, right. Okay. But listening to understand, having an open mind, and that's what listening's all about. It's about having an open mind. So self-care, I know you're really huge on that. We talk about that a lot, and I'm learning as we talk. I'm learning to be better at that. But that's also very important. So they're both, I guess if you're not caring for yourself, you can't listen, can you? So it kind of goes hand in hand. It's true. If you're not mentally healthy and looking after yourself and physically healthy, you're not even there to listen.
You're not there to listen because you're so caught up in your own pain and sorrow and resentment and all of those things. So I mean, it's the same thing. When you're in an airplane, you have to put your mask on first before you can attend to somebody else. So it's exactly the same.
That's a very good analogy.
Yeah. Analogy is the word.
Oh, heck, I do that anyway. Get out, get away, get my kids away. Oh, thank God I'm okay. See, I guess I am into self-care. But yeah, it's very important, both of them.
Yeah.
Very important stuff.
Listening is, and many people don't know how to listen.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, sorry. That was bad.
People don't know, a lot of people do not know how to listen. Hearing, we can hear.
It's different.
There are many people who can't hear, but if you can hear and actually listening is two different things.
The way that you tell if you're a good listener is, I like to say I'm very impressionable by my kids, by my peers, because I'm really listening to what they're saying and how they think about things. And I think, that sounds really neat. Maybe I could do that. So you're listening when you're changing. If you're never changing and you're the same all the time, then you're not listening to anybody else. So I think that I try and change a little bit every day. I'm watching everyone around me, watching kids, listening to kids, teenagers I work with and that. So I'm always learning about myself, and it's very humbling. If you get really good at listening, it's very humbling. And I'm not sure if that's a very good explanation of it, but I do think it's important to change and evolve. And
one thing I say to parents, Lisa, is that those of us who are blessed to have children are given the greatest opportunity for personal growth, because
absolutely,
you see yourself in your kids, and we're all on a journey to become better people. We've all got room for improvement, and so if you look at your life, you think, okay, is this what I want to be role modeling to my kids? Is this the example that I want to set for them? So, and if the answer is no, then you're more motivated to do something about that. It's
true. So I think, yet again, I'd like to disagree in these videos because that would make it much more interesting. But I think we're on the same page, absolutely, it's all very related. So that was fun, Barb.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that's it. Wait a minute, I do that, click, edit, click, there we go. Okay, thanks for watching, and bye from Lisa and
Barb.
Thanks for watching, bye now.